Ladies and gentlemen, we shall start in 3, 2, 1. Okay, hello everyone, and this is Wonderdrift broadcasting today's FSL Southeast Asian Female Dota 2 action. It's Scrumptious versus Venko Fitore Aphrodite. Now let's look at the two teams. For Scrumptious, their lineups consisting of Terabyte, Noir, Liney, Zernia, and Nomi. And for Venko Fitore, it's Lychee, Kathy, Fluffia, Violet, and getting into the swing. So let's see what happens for both teams. Now for Scrumptious, first ban is the Bloodseeker out of the picture. And of course they would like to maximize the mobility. That's why they ban the Bloodseeker. And Venko Fitore doing the same thing. They're trying to counteract those heroes that could negate your mobility, and the Spirit Breaker is indeed an intimidating foe, especially if you're gonna deal against him at the position 4. Your roaming supports might be negated anytime, any soon, as Scrumptious in return bans one of the most used heroes in the current meta. It's the Necrophos. That sort of HP depleting assaults could be that sort of difference maker, especially in the laning phase in the early game. So, of course, this is the FSL Amateur Female Dota 2 League in the Southeast Asian region. It's for the very best, or perhaps not the best yet, but the best is yet to come for these two teams as they try to test their mettle and test their skills to prove if they can really play with the professional leagues. And who knows, this could be a potential jumpstart, and you might see one of these players, end up following the likes of Toss Girl, where they break the barriers, they carry the banners of the women, and prove that they could even compete with the men. We've seen Toss Girl do that in the realm of StarCraft. A female player going up against one of the best male StarCraft 2 players, like Slayer's Boxer. Of course, she went up against Slayer's Boxer, though she lost, but still, she placed a good fight against Boxer. She nearly defeated Boxer. So we might see a potential Toss Girl in these sorts of games. Maybe we might see, let's say, Zernia or Lychee go up against the likes of Miracle, or maybe an all-girls Dota team could even win the international. I mean, maybe in the year 2022, we don't know. Possibilities are limitless, and the sky is quite reachable for these two teams. Let's see how far could they go, and who's gonna write the most beautiful Cinderella story. Now Scrumptious, let's see, their first pick, it's the Batrider, one of those heroes that's quite capable of initiation assaults, and he's also useful in trying to roam around and farm around the map to provide that sort of farming assistance for the hard carries. I mean, he could just burn the forest and at the same time burn the neutral creeps. Of course, that's gonna stack up the creep camp as Lich gets chosen for Scrumptious. So if you look at Scrumptious' lineup right now, you have the Lich and the Batrider. So you have two good potential initiators. I mean, you have the Lasso Pole, combine it with the Frost Nova. It's gonna cause a lot of damage. And for Venko Fitore, they also have a good initiation assault. There's a Silencer with the Global Silence to start things out. And then there's the Jakiro, Ice Wall. And of course, he could burn the fields down with the Micropyre and also provide that sort of pushing prowess. I mean, Jakiro could burn the buildings down and deplete its HP. Now for Venko Fitore, like we've seen the Slark alongside a Faceless Void. So if you look at the bans of Venko Fitore, they are afraid that Scrumptious might go for an all-out anti-mobility lineup. Slark could pull you down. And then there's a Chronosphere from the Faceless Void and the Charge of Darkness that could prove to be intimidating at all matters. Scrumptious going for a ban on the Nyx Assassin. I guess they want to maximize the utilities that they have. I mean, the Lich and the Batrider, these are two great supporting heroes. And of course, with the Nyx Assassin ban, you could potentially maximize on the position force role. And you might expect Scrumptious to go for a puck, because of course, Nyx Assassin is one of those heroes that's capable of dealing with the puck. Now Venko Fitore, in return, has banned the Tinker A hero you certainly would not like to encounter, as the damage outburst it produces. Missile, lasers, boom! HP goes down to the brink of death. Actually, not to the brink of death, from the brink of death, and you wouldn't be able to live and tell your tale, as Scrumptious goes for another hero that could dominate the lane. So you look at Scrumptious bats. They're quite afraid of heroes that could really be aggressive in the lane. Bloodseeker's one, because, well, Bloodseeker has a lifesteal, and sure, you could just damage a Bloodseeker, but with that lifesteal ability, it's not going to be an easy way for you to kill the Bloodseeker. Then you have the Necrophos that can slowly deplete your HP. Definitely not have an easy time for your mid laner. And the Viper, who's very good at pressuring the lanes with a poison touch. So let's see what Venko Fitore has to offer here. Timbersaw out. This could be an off-lane Timbersaw. This could be a mid-lane Timbersaw. And of course, what I like about a Timbersaw is this. He's very tanky, especially if he maximizes on the third skill. Like, I've seen Minescu when they use a Timbersaw. Like, Nana would use or capitalize on the third skill, and he would go aggressive on the mid lane. He doesn't care with the damage as Lion gets chosen for Scrumptious. He doesn't care how much damage he receives, because the third skill absorbs a lot of physical damage, and I think this Timbersaw could be that potential threat. Not only could he absorb a lot of physical damage as Sven gets chosen, but he could also deal a lot of counter damage. I mean, he has the first skill. He can pull a tree. He can also bring a saw out and slow you down. So the Timbersaw, well, he does have a poor physical damage outburst, but his abilities, they really complement. They really make tons and tons of excruciating damage. Combine that with a silencer, with the Jakiro, with the storm hammer from the Sven on the god strength. Oh my goodness gracious. That's a huge disaster. If you're Scrumptious, that's one thing you have to be concerned about. But you have to commend them. I mean, they do have a good initiation play with the Bat Rider and the Lion combined. You can slow things down with a Lion. I mean, Lion is one of the most underutilized heroes in this meta, and it's understandable why, because, well, Lion, you really need to carry the Lion. I mean, that's what I oftentimes hear. Like, the reason why people prefer Lich or AAs, because these are the sort of heroes that could sustain themselves. Whereas Lion, sure, he has the disabling abilities to slow things down, but he doesn't have that sort of additional tankiness. And he could just get easily wrecked apart here. So if you're Venko Fitore, you could capitalize on that. Maybe Timbersaw with that sort of damage outburst could just jump in front of the Lion, obliterate him to shreds, and boy, it's gonna be an absolute nightmare and a bloodfest. Scrumptious in return goes for the Troll Warlord. Okay, so if you look at Scrumptious, they're going for hero. You have two heroes that deals a lot of magical damage. Lion Lich, Chain Frost, Finger of Death, boom. Then you have one hero who deals a lot of physical damage. That's a Troll Warlord. And I think the Troll Warlord is deployed so that they could have some sort of assault with a Timbersaw. I mean, with the attack speed and the stun, could potentially slow down the Timbersaw, but here's the thing. Timbersaw, like what I said, his skill set is just wicked. Like, it deals a ton of damage. And Troll Warlord's momentum could be stopped by the Sven. A single Storm Hammer on the Troll Warlord is going to be quite very difficult for the Troll. So Troll needs to get his BKB instantly, because you want to prevent yourself from getting stunned by the Storm Hammer. But you also have to be cautious from the God Strength. That is also another concern for Scrumptious. With the God Strength, I think Troll Warlord will absorb a lot of damage. You certainly, if you're Scrumptious, you'd like to protect your Troll Warlord. Now Magnus already being executed, executed by Scrumptious, out of the list. Frightened with that. Reverse polarity as Sniper gets chosen, the final pick for Scrumptious. Certainly going to be the mid lane, so you have your mid laner, the Sniper. You have your hard carry, the Troll Warlord. Two supports and an off-laner Bat Rider. What I make with this lineup is, okay, So they're well balanced. You have a good initiation assault with the Bat Rider Lion. You also have good magical damage outbursts with Lich and Lion. And you also have good physical damage from the Troll and the Sniper. So it's very, very well balanced for Team Scrumptious. But it doesn't always guarantee their victory, because if the Troll and the Sniper, they could easily get shredded apart by the Timbersaw damage and even by the Sven. So they have to be careful with those two heroes. I mean, sure, Sniper has the range, but here's my concern. Timbersaw could negate the range of the Sniper. Sniper has a long range. Timbersaw could just pull a tree and assault the Sniper. That's my concern for Scrumptious. I mean, I don't know why they decided to pick Sniper. I mean, yes, he does deal a lot of physical damage, but against the Timbersaw, who could limit your range, you have to be careful about that. You have to ask yourselves, how do we deal with this Timbersaw assault? Because you certainly would not like to get yourselves wrecked apart, because Timbersaw, yes, like what I said, poor physical damage, but the spells, if you combine them all, oh my goodness gracious, as a final pick is already being deployed, it's the Ricky. So, certainly I don't know how Venko Fitore is going to have this sort of lineup. I'm not sure he's going to go mid. Well, I think Flafia could go mid or Lychee, but I'm still unsure. Now let's look at who's going to play. Laney as a Sniper, Nomi, Troll Warlord, Noir as a Lion, Zernia, Lich, Terabyte, Bat Rider, Lychee as a Silencer, Violet as a Jakiro, Flafia with a Dancing Timbersaw, Kathy as a Sven, getting into the swing as a Ricky. So let's see what the Twitch chat has to offer. So anyone, if you have shoutouts or anyone you wish to support, just mention them on the Twitch page. Don't worry, I might read them, but well, I do have some problems with my Twitch chat, but it's okay. We'll try to read them all. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin. Alright, all out brawl. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, good luck, have fun, ladies. Time to prove your mettle. Time to show the boys who rule the world. Let's see, positioning wise, so Terabyte, the off-laner, together with Noir. Well, I think Terabyte could do this all by herself. Although, for additional support, I mean, Bat Rider is very squishy, so you do have some additional backup from the Lion. As Kathy goes in the top lane. Sven is really one of those heroes that's really difficult to kill, especially when he maximizes all his spells and his item checks. Ricky already going to roam around. I think, like we've seen in most of the international tournaments, Ricky is deployed at the position 4, and he just roams around the map. Like I remember Kuroki using Ricky as a sort of intel, a tactical intel in form of CIA member to make sure that OG would get pressured, and that's what happened in the Manila Majors in 2016, Game 1 between Liquid and OG. Kuroki's Ricky was just roaming around the map, and OG, you know, they lost Game 1, but of course they won the entire series, but they lost Game 1 because of Kuroki's presence there. So no aggressive bounty steals for both teams as Lychee goes in the mid lane. She's gonna go against Laney. So I was expecting the Timbersaw to go mid, but so far it's gonna be the Sniper and the Silencer. Top lane action, it's Kathy with Terabyte. But here comes a backup. It's getting into the swing as a Ricky. Bottom lane, Flafia. Oh, so this is an off-lane Timbersaw? Yeah, it is an off-lane Timbersaw. Going against two heroes, Nomi and Zernia. Timbersaw has to be cautious because against magic damage, he's very soft, and that's what the Lich has to offer. Lich is very good at providing burst magical damage. Now a brawl is happening. A ward is set. Stun on Terabyte. Terabyte, can you run away? Terabyte, let's see what you can do here. You're gonna get burned alive? No, she manages to live and tell her tale of survival. I wonder what Flafia's been doing. Yes, this is what I expected. Reactive armor is going to be maximized for further vitality. So far, both teams are quite evenly matched yet. 5-4 in favor of Lychee. Now Laney not having any creep denies yet. Could be a potential cause for concern as Flavia gets pressed on here. Although she has that sort of tankiness, she has her first skill, doesn't have the second skill for the follow-up. So both teams already maximizing on the position 4 with Ricky on the top lane. And with Noir at the bottom lane as Flavia. So I like what Scrumptious is doing. They know that Flavia is vulnerable to tons and tons of magical damage. That's why they brought in Lion and Zernia. The problem is they don't have a follow-up physical damage to deal with this. Now Flavia chasing on Zernia. Zernia, can you run away? Do you have a frost armor to keep yourself alive? There's the pull, but the stun from Lion keeps him alive. Zernia might get a kill there. No, Flavia gets the first blood, manages to pull the tree, keeps herself alive. Oh dear, my goodness gracious. Oh, how the micromanagement has really been wicked out of this place. Oh dear, someone must have cursed her keyboard. Because how could she do something like that? Oh yeah. That's one for the highlight reel. Now top lane action. Getting into the swing. Just providing a sort of tactical intel in the jungle. Might find some potential position force from Scrumptious to move on the top lane. But so far, it's not really having a bottom lane. It looked like as if Flavia was, going to struggle there, but no. She's like, I could handle this all by myself. Now we go for the statistics so far. Mid lane wars, still quite evenly matched. Sniper 7-8 compared to the Silencer 9-8. But Sven leading all in terms of last hits and denies. And if this trend carries on where the Sven just simply out farming the Bat Rider, might pay dividends in the late game for Venko Fitore. Now Flavia doesn't seem to care anymore. Remember, like what I said, Timbersaw, oh, she's targeting Nomi. Nomi quite very soft, but remember, Nomi has the support to protect her. Flavia versus Nomi. You see a brawl happening as Flavia runs away. Oh my goodness, how many else stop this? Flavia being too aggressive here. Will she pay for her price? There's a stun activated. Flavia, one more hit, she gets killed here by Noir. That's certainly very aggressive there from Flavia. I think she should have backed off. That's 3-on-1. Like, of course, I understand the Timbersaw is very tanky, but remember, Timbersaw is not really good at absorbing a lot of magic damage, especially early in the game. As right now, Terabyte gets stunned in here. Here comes the Ricky, and she's being burned alive there by Violet. But the Ice Path doesn't get connected there, and Terabyte manages to live. Flavia already activates reactive armor at level 2. Perhaps that could be that sort of difference maker in the laning phase. I mean, remember, Timbersaw is very sustainable. Perhaps that sort of additional vitality could pay dividends, especially in the early game. Now Sniper getting pressed on here. Remember, there's a Ricky roaming around the map. This might be bad news for the Sniper if he gets caught. So far, she doesn't get caught. Now the mid lane wars with the Sniper already low in health. Okay, she's back in health. Now she's ready to go in a brawl, but of course that leaves space for Lychee to carry on farming. But so far, 13-12 compared to 13-11 in last hits and denies. It's still evenly matched. Now Sniper trying to pressure on. Will Lychee go down? Nope. It's quite very... still early to predict if Lychee will go down. Now Kathy having the momentum because of the support from the Ricky and the others. But right now Ricky's in the bottom lane. Flavia already getting pressed on. But so far, Flavia still hanging in very cool and calm and composed. So right now she's going to chase on here. Flavia? No, she's just there for intimidation tactics. But the double damage room is set for Sniper. He might go for a gank anytime. Or perhaps not. So far, the bottom lane is still evenly matched in terms of farms. I mean, well, Flavia 13-2 But Troll is slowly clawing his way with 16 to 3. I mean, I was expecting Troll to dominate, you know, the laning phase because he has 2 supports, but so far the tankiness of the Timbersaw is really making things very difficult for the Troll. Now, Laney, what can she do here? Silence set. There's a smoke. Laney, can you run away, Laney? Of course, she does keep herself alive. And if that Ricky ventures further forward, then of course Zernia might be there to obliterate her. As Flafia is just playing her way in the creeps. Oh, the timing of the stun was activated. It was there, but it's not going to do a lot of damage. Flafia, oh my goodness gracious. The first skill paying dividends there. The whirling death. Now Nomi, remember, Troll Warlord doesn't have that sort of tankiness, especially in the early game, and gets ripped apart in there by Flafia. That's 2 kills for Flafia. 2 moments of momentum there for Team Venko Fitore. Now the stun on Terabyte. Terabyte, can she run away here? Remember, there's not a lot of follow-up options here. Although the lasso pull on getting into the swing, but of course, wasn't enough. The cooldown wasn't enough. The duration wasn't enough to murder that annoying Ricky. Mid lane action. Let's go back here. 27-15 Sniper already with the momentum riding. Mithril Hammers, you're going to go for a Maelstrom. Provide that sort of additional attack speed. Once he gets that Maelstrom, it's going to be a farming nightmares right now. Flafia doesn't seem to care. Nomi, well, she's just trying to whirl her axis just to protect herself and shield herself. Now Violet stacking up the creep camp. So far, I'm seeing the advanced skills. I mean, the stacking of the creep camps from Venko Fitore. I haven't seen this from Scrumptious yet. I mean, they're trying to pressure these creep lanes here, but it's not doing enough. Actually, I think Violet's not even... Oh wait, she was able to manage to stack the creep camps here. So far it's a bit successful. Now Sven is trying to get that sort of boost with terms of gold. What can Lychee do here? Lychee has her bottle. So far, but the sniper, the range of the sniper already making things really difficult for Lychee. Now you can see Nomi, oh my goodness, Nomi, you're gonna get pressed on again for the nth time as Flafia. It's gonna go, okay, Vitality Booster, Energy Bloodstone. It's gonna be that sort of, it's gonna provide that sort of momentum because Flafia could just easily deny herself whenever she's about to die, and it also provides that sort of tankiness. I mean, it does give additional HP, the Bloodstone. So that might be more insult to injury for Team Scrumptious, as right now Flafia gets pressed on here. Okay, there's a whirling death. There, the axis activated. Flafia might go down soon, but it has 4 heroes already. But of course, Flafia gets a kill on Nomi, but now the Bat Rider pulls in over. No, Flafia gets 2 kills in there. Oh my goodness gracious, will she keep herself alive? Oh, the timing of the ice path was set, and Flafia manages to live and tell her tale. Assassinate! No, it doesn't kill on Flafia. Flafia too tough, too tough. She can't be handled there, but she might be spotted and slaughtered there by Anil. Anil, can she get a kill on Flafia? Flafia tries to pull in the tree lines. Can you run away? And the shrapnel might slow things down. Flafia, one more hit. Flafia goes down, and the dominating streak is down. Now Ricky gets caught in the middle of nowhere. That's 3 down. But in return, Lychee gets space needed to push in the middle lane. And Kathy, space to push in the top lane. Of course, how, on Earth, if you're Venko Fitore, could you survive in a 5-1-3 assault? That's 5 heroes venturing in the bottom lane already. And you manage to stand on your ground. I mean, of course, they will obliterated by that 5-1-3 assault because, of course, they were outnumbered. But the fact is, they did put up a great fight in there, although they've lost Flafia, which is a big kill. It's Nomi. Nomi can't seem to handle this Timbersaw. Timbersaw just too tough in there. The first skill, the whirling deaths of doom. Oh my goodness gracious.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So let's see. Flafia, what items does she have? Gonna go for a Bloodstone, as I said earlier. Now Lychee, with that sort of pushing prowess in the mid lane. Now, let's see, Lychee, well, it's 35-4, though still far behind from the Sniper. The Sniper is 42 and 18. 18 denies, oh yeah. That's easy cash for the sniper. Now Noir might be in a lot of trouble. There's the whirling wet death of doom, but the stun on Noir. Just the timing was perfect. Oh my goodness gracious. Noir's gonna get burned to death. Noir, can you run away? Oh, she doesn't get away. But she doesn't have a lot of mana to keep herself alive. No stun, no second, no third skill. And of course, she couldn't do anything there. She's just trying to hide in the tree lines, but Nomi in the wrong position, caught in the middle of nowhere. Now the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane is about to go down. So Laney forced to move in the top lane. So there's a sort of tactical shift here because Laney wants to limit the impact of Kathy, and I think Sniper is indeed an ideal option, especially knowing that this Ven doesn't have the sort of additional mobility, although Ven does deal a lot of damage, and the Sniper on the other hand with that sort of range advantage, she could easily capitalize on the fact that Kathy or this Ven is not really the most mobile of all the heroes. I mean, you could just run and shoot, run and shoot, run and shoot as if it was playing CSGO or any other first-person shooter game. As this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane goes down. Now I think I know what Venko Fitore are doing. They're trying to... Okay, they're just gonna let these creeps go in the top lane, clashing around and blocking these creep camps to provide that sort of space needed for Kathy to be cautious and wait for the time to jump in further forward, call in the war cry, and do a lot of physical damage. So far, Kathy has not been pressured in this game. And that's not good news, especially with this Ven. When you're dealing with this Ven, and if she's not pressured, and if she gets a necessary item, that's going to be quite a disastrous attempt. If your team... Oh dear. Okay, Venko Fitore has the Dire. Oh, Scrumptious. Okay, if your team Scrumptious, you certainly would not like to encounter that. This Lychee is just, well... So they're all focused on Kathy. That leaves Lychee's space in the mid lane. So she's already pushing all these creeps as this tier 1 tower in the mid lane is about to go down as Nomi struggling in the bottom lane. I mean, she doesn't have that against the Timbersaw. It's heavily mismatched. Now Flafia already level 10. She could go aggressive on the Troll Warlord anytime. Actually, I think if you look at Scrumptious, I really don't like their choices of heroes so far. I mean, yeah, I mean you have the Timbersaw that could negate the range of the Sniper, and could capitalize on the early squishiness of the Troll Warlord. So I don't know why they ventured for the Snipers. Kathy might get pulled here by the lasso. There's the lasso pull on Kathy. That's 3 heroes. Here's Noir. With the stun activated, Kathy activates the God Strength combined with the Global Silence. Oh, the Ice Path creates some space needed. Noir in a lot of trouble as he gets slaughtered in there by Kathy. But of course a Lich with a sort of Frost Nova. Now here comes the assault on Kathy. Kathy just saying hi in there, but runs away. But no, the timing of the Ice Wall was set perfectly as Zernia might go down here. She can't even TP out. Now Lychee coming to the rescue. Next on the target is Terabyte. Can Terabyte run away? No. Okay, she does run away even though she got silenced there. Now, Laney trying to help in there, but Flafia with the perfect positioning there. And remember, Timbersaw is capable of dealing with the range of the Sniper and negating that sort of faction. But here's the thing though, Nomi's given space in the bottom lane. She's having... Okay, that pause set. But look at this. They've already... Venko Fitore, I mean, yes, they were getting aggressive here. And then they're constantly pressured here by Scrumptious. And I like what Scrumptious is doing. They have to go for Kathy because Kathy looks very dangerous. And when Kathy was about to die, that's when that draws attention to Lychee as Lychee goes to the top together with Flafia. But right now, they're doing that because they want to create space for Nomi. Because so far, Nomi's been struggling in this game. I mean, Nomi was early in the game, was constantly pressured. Right now, they do need to boost her up because this Troll Warlord could potentially be the difference maker, especially in the late game, especially when she gets the sort of items needed. I'm referring to the BKBs in the world, the Sanjas and Yashas of this world. Even the Butterfly to negate this Ven's God Strength, because with the Butterfly you could dodge a lot of physical assaults. But of course the God Strength is indeed very painful. But so far Nomi not getting pressured, and this is a question for concern if you're Venko Fitore. Yes, you are slightly winning. I mean, you have a 3k net worth at your favor, but so far Nomi, if in this late game, if she gets all the items needed, she's gonna be quite bolsterous and dangerous. Now, I think the reason why, right now, Nomi, finding the pressure is on Nomi. She gets silence in there, and there's the axes whirling around to kill Nomi down. Nomi trying to shield herself with those axes, but of course, more souls are coming, and Flafia gets a kill on Nomi. Nomi already entering into the farm of Flafia. She's now a part of the feeding program of Flafia. It's Kathy, there's a chain falls. Kathy, she's gonna die in there. There's no way she could survive with that. That's 4-on-1. Of course, there's a counter 4-on-1 on that Nomi kill. They get a kill on Kathy. So 2 carries down. 1 from the Radiant, 1 from the Dire. That's right now you can see this is the sort of momentum that Team Scrumptious desperately need. Laney taking advantage of the range. But Sniper, let's see. Sniper has a Maelstrom already. If she has the Dragon Lance, that's going to be quite difficult to kill the Sniper, especially with the Shadow Blade. Like, I remember SCC play as a Sniper, and boy, he was really ridiculous in terms of the skill level, the range, and the damage. I mean, the Medusa has having a difficult time with SCC Sniper, as right now, Noir gets caught in the middle of nowhere, activates the ultimate, but right now it's not going to be enough. Noir's going to go die. Noir goes down. Global silence set. This could be assault needed. Now, Scrumptious forced to retreat because of the global silence. The tree pull set by Flafia. Now they're going to assault Terabyte. Terabyte might get stunned in here. No! Laney's the one who gets stunned in here. Then another stun from Jakiro. Laney, can she run away? Laney, what can you do here? They're chasing on the Sniper. The Sniper is the target. Sniper, kill the Sniper, hiding on the tree lines. And right now, Terabyte next on the list. Terabyte goes down. That's 2 kills. Flafia dominating already. Oh dear, someone stop her, please. Someone pray for the souls of the Sniper and the Batrider, as the top lane is about to get pressured here. Of course, they're all targeting the Sniper. I understand why they have to target the Sniper, because that Sniper deals a lot of damage from long range, and you want to negate that. Nomi wasn't even venturing further forward on the top lane, because she knows she's gonna get obliterated by the Timbersaw. Forced to farm in the bottom lane. So of course the poor draft decisions here for Team Scrumptious is already killing them, because remember, like what I said, Timbersaw providing that sort of counter range to the Sniper, and we've seen that in this clash here in the top lane. Now that's the sort of momentum builder for Venko Fitore. Now Lion, this is my issue that I raised earlier. If Lion gets picked off early in the game, it's going to be quite a living nightmare, especially because Lion is a hero that relies a lot on the carries. If the carries don't do well, Lion is inefficient. But in this game, the carries are having a difficult time, especially Nomi. But Laney's is doing okay. So far, it's not going to be easy here for Scrumptious, because Kathy already with the Blink Dagger. So more initiation assaults ready. Now they're going to go in the bottom lane here. Kathy, she might teleport from the bottom lane. Now the intel for Violet together with getting into the swing. Now bottom lane tower, tier 2 tower is about to go down. Let's see what happens. Scrumptious forced to defend the tier 2 tower. Shrapnels are reset to create space. But look at this. Kathy comes to the rescue, knowing that it's just Nomi. And another support, which is Zernia. Of course, they're forced to retreat, knowing that Sven is just trying to TP out. But right now, as everyone is TPing in the mid lane and moving to the mid lane, the Batrider finds someone, and it's Violet. Violet has managed to keep herself alive. Now, Venko Fitore going in the bottom lane. Nomi, I think they're trying to target Nomi. The Sniper is their primary target. But So far, we don't see a 5-on-5 brawl yet. I mean, it nearly happened in the forest area. So let's see, item check, Bloodstone set, all ready for Fluffy, for Kathy. Gonna go for the BKB. Now Violet, well, not really something you could see here, going for the headdress, but here comes the smoke as Noir gets caught in the middle of nowhere with Lychee and everyone else as she gets slaughtered. Now the Lion dead. Remember, Lion is one of your initiation heroes for Team Scrumptious other than the Batrider, and for her to go down, it's going to be a sort of a boost here for Team Venko Fitore. Now they could destroy this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. It's in a lot of trouble here. Kathy activates a God Strength. Look at that damage outburst. And Fluffy is in there, trying to scare them away. Run away from your life. It's a monster. A monster. It's almost Halloween anyway. So of course, oh no, it's going to be frightening. And they couldn't even go near Laney and Terabyte. They're really scared of Fluffy right now. Laney couldn't do anything. I mean, she does have the range to keep the distance and provide that sort of firepower from long range, but of course the intimidation from Fluffy is just making things very difficult for the sniper. Now Kathy slowly clawing her way, farming around the map. And that's what Laney's doing as well in the bottom lane. Now if you're Team Scrumptious, what should you do to provide that sort of comeback in this game? Protecting the sniper is your primary priority. I mean, the sniper, yes, he has the damage items. Although I think it's not enough yet, but you do want to maximize on the range of the sniper, and you want to make him survive, because your major concern would be... No, not that one, no, not that one. Ricky is one, yeah, Ricky is a concern as well. This is your concern if you're the sniper, because you're like, you could just pull a tree and slaughter you to pieces there. So you do want to avoid that. Oh dear. Nomi? Nomi gets caught in there. Nomi. Are you aware of this, Romy? Nomi, do you have sentry wards with you? It's just an observer ward here. But that's not even the observer ward of Scrumptious. Actually, Scrumptious... Well, let's see. Did they ward? Okay, they did ward in this area, but... Of course, I was expecting that they're gonna assault Nomi, because, let's face it, like what I said earlier, when the Troll Warlord gets bolsterous, she's difficult to stop. I mean, there's nothing else you can do there. Now, she's already going for the Shadow Blade Nomi, with the Claymore, and already with the Shadow Amulet. Now bottom lane is about to get slaughtered. Noir trying to defend, but remember, Lion gets easily picked off in here. Now the action is going in the bottom lane. They're trying to go in the mid lane. Scrumptious as right now. Terabyte gets slaughtered to pieces in here. The Saw doing its damage, slowly obliterating the poor Batrider. Now Noir is next on the list. Noir, what can she do here? Can she run away? Kathy activates a God Strength. Fluffy pulls on the trees. Nomi comes into the rescue. Now, of course, Fluffy with a blade mail to provide that sort of additional punishing damage. The range from Sniper keeping Fluffy out of the distance, but the Chain Frost pulling everyone in the middle of nowhere. Holy cow, that was quite an amazing combination of plays. The debating strategy, a counter-attacking strategy. Oh my goodness, holy smoke-a-roni. That was an absolute work of beauty in there. I mean, I thought that Team Venko Fitore were like, okay, we got the momentum at our hand. Let's capitalize on that momentum. But no, look who's there. The Lich, the sniper from long range, and the Desolator. The Desolator, slowly minimizing all the armor output. That's why Fluffy couldn't venture further forward, because the sniper, that Desolator, negates that armor output that you possess. So now we're going back in the middle of action. Now, this is what Venko Fitore have to be cautious. Right now, they've shown their vulnerability against Scrumptious. And as long as Scrumptious carries on with this assault, like, Venko Fitore could be exposed. Now, right now, with the momentum builder, Sniper has Desolator already. She could destroy all the towers that she wants. And this could also create space for Nomi. Remember, Nomi's been struggling in this lane, but no! Flopia gets caught in the middle of nowhere. And will she die in there? Lion gets slaughtered to shreds in there, but Flopia, the lasso wasn't enough. Now Laney's gonna go down here. Let's see, Laney might go down. That's a huge kill. Down goes the Sniper. No more pushing option for Scrumptious. Who's next on the list? It's Terabyte. Manslaughter there by Flopia. And Lychee's on the mega kill. Actually, it was Lychee's getting the kill. Now, oh my goodness, 4 down. Oh dear, the Lich is dead. Zernia getting killed by the Ricky. Nomi trying to go in there to rescue, but it's not gonna happen as momentum is set for Team Venko Fitore. Tier 3 tower in the bottom lane is in a lot of trouble. Oh dear. But of course, Kathy wasn't even going in the bottom lane. So she's have that sort of farming space needed. And Nomi tried to go in there. She's gonna get caught in here. Nomi, there's the observer ward set. Nomi might get caught anytime, but Nomi, of course, with a sentry ward, was able to keep herself aware of the situation. Yeah, it is a sentry ward. So now everyone back from the dead for Team Scrumptious. Now Venko Fitore, they were careless in that earlier assault here in the tier 3 tower in the bottom lane, so they have to be cautious in there. While that's happening, Kathy trying to open up space for Venko Fitore. She tries to push in the tier 2 tower in the top lane. Gets obliterated there. No cement needed. No construction company there. As Lychee gets caught in the middle of the trees. Activates a 4-staff. 4-staff or Hurricane? Okay, Hurricane Pike. Of course, Laney forced to defend. She has her range to defend. Of course, the silence is set. Flopia trying to provide that space needed for Lychee to further push in forward together with his catapult. Now it goes down. Tier 2 tower. All tier 2 towers for Scrumptious are dead. Dead. Oh dear. Tier 3 towers are next on the list. What can Terabyte do here? She's just trying to burn the tree lines, trying to protect the team. So far with this momentum building, things are looking very good. So we might see a Mystic Staff that would make it. Oh wait, not a Mystic Staff yet. Although I'm kind of predicting that Fluffy is going to go for a Shiva's Guard because it's a typical Timber Saw item to slow down the opposition in team fights. Though she does have the Blade Mail to keep herself further sustainable, and also makes her very difficult to target. This Roshan is not even contested. I think if you look at Scrumptious, they should go for this Roche Pit. I mean, they could, you know, defend the Roche Pit. I mean, they have the Chain Frost anytime. They could just, okay, did they plant wards if you were Venko Fitore? See, look, Venko Fitore, I mean, they didn't plant a lot of wards. They could just enter into this area, take a gamble, but actually they did plant a ward here, so, but they could try their luck, you know, I mean, maybe they could, you know, go for a Bat Rider pull and create that space needed, pull in one of those heroes, and then when they all venture further forward, there's a Chain Frost to slow things down. But let's see, I wonder if the Silencer has a Global Silence. Okay, she does have the Global Silence, so yeah, I understand the hesitance, but well, you do want to get some momentum, so you just have to try your best, or try venturing to Roshan. Maybe you could be lucky in there. But Scrumptious saying, you know, it's very risky. It's a high risk, high reward strategy, but okay, let's just go back in the base. Let's just defend it. But they've already conceded the Roche Pit, so that's additional pushing prowess for Venko Fitore. 12k net worth lead. Someone repeat that. 12k net worth lead. That's like, it's like as if Venko Fitore has just won. Who wants to be a millionaire? I mean, look at that. Gold count deficit is just obnoxiously high. I was expecting it to go for a smoke gang. Because look, there's invisibility activated. Now Fluffy, look at this. She doesn't even seem to care. Look at that. Now Violet gets pressed on there. The sniper trying to provide that sort of cover fire from long range. That's what snipers oftentimes do. So far, Venko Fitore, they do have the Aegis of the Immortal, but they're showing signs of hesitance. Understandable because of the sniper's positioning. While that's happening, Lychee is just saying, okay, you guys, my teammates are going there. Fluffy, what you're doing there? Fluffy, get caught in there. So far, oh, the Batrider on Kathy. Oh, the ice wall, the ice path wasn't set in the perfect of all fashions as Lychee is forced to use a global silence. Sven dead, killed in there by the finger. Let's see what Sven can do. Sven resurrects herself, activates a BKB. Now Fluffy, oh, Terabyte caught in the middle of nowhere. Terabyte gets slaughtered to shreds in there, but the chain force is there. This could be the momentum builder, and it's already hit targets. Space created by Violet in there, activates a micropyre. One more hit, Violet might go down from the sniper. Let's see what happens, but Kathy, there's just too much damage, but no, she gets pressed on there, ventures in further forward. Now, this is what you want to see from Fluffia. Fluffia trying to create some space needed, but no, the damage wasn't really enough. I mean, he's getting constantly pressured in here. Fluffia, can she run away? Yes, she does run away. Violet tries to TP out. Lychee. Okay, Lychee, that's very intelligent of you. Force yourself to run away, but boy, that was nearly another low blow in there for Team Venko Fitore. I mean, that was a great defensive stance in there. I mean, the Batrider's pull was very efficient, pulling Sven here, and that's a good pull because, one, you wasted the Sven's Aegis of the Immortal, and the Sven dies. So that's a huge momentum boost for Team Scrumptious, and right now they're looking to capitalize on that. So this could be the sort of counter-initiation assaults, but Fluffia gets caught in the middle of nowhere. Remember, she doesn't have a lot of backup options, but she could just pull the tree and run away. She does manage to keep herself alive. Let's see what happens in the Twitch chat. Anyone want to make a shout out in there? Okay, so far none. Let's just go back in the middle of action. Top lane getting into the swing. Well, Ricky not really one of the best pushing heroes in Dota 2. Okay, let's give you a pick of Fluffia. She might find Nomi. Nomi's an easy target, but the Shadow Blade keeps her alive. She might go for a BKB. Yes, she does go for a BKB. So she wants to sustain herself from magical damage and from tons and tons of physical damage with the Shadow Blade at her disposal. Now, Sniper with a Demon Edge and 2 Javelins. Gonna go for... Let's see, gonna go for additional damage items. Wonder with Kathy. Kathy has a BKB. Unlike the Sniper, has a Demon Edge and 2 Javelins. Now, this could be another push for Venko Fitore. Yeah, they didn't capitalize on their momentum. Terabyte, I thought she was gonna get assaulted there. Now tier 3 tower in all corners in a lot of trouble. Who's knocking on the doorstep on the drawbridge? But Venko Fitore says, okay, we're just going to slowly siege our way to the creep camps. I mean, we don't have a battering ram yet. We're still fixing it. When that enters in the battering ram, we could destroy your tier 3 towers. Make things look easy. So far, Venko Fitore, like what I said earlier, showing signs of vulnerability, and Scrumptious could capitalize that on any moment, on any given time. Now Lainey, can she do anything here? Venko Fitore, so how will this assault happen? Okay, so who has a Crimson Guard for Venko Fitore? Because I've seen a Crimson Guard. Not the Jakiro, Sven definitely. Ah, it's actually a Lotus Orb, I mean, not a Crimson Guard. Sorry for the wrong intel. So, yeah, Lotus Orb is helpful, though my suggestion is because there's a potential physical damage threat from Nomi, although not yet at its peak yet. But the Sniper is your concern. I mean, yes, this is your tactic if you're a team Venko Fitore. You have to first assault the Sniper and kill the Sniper. That's your first tactic, but it's not going to be, it's a Herculean task because, well, Sniper has the high ground edge, and he has these towers and the shrines to protect him, although all the shrines are currently depleted. But these towers are already going to prove that sort of additional medal for Team Scrumptious. So both teams have yet to initiate an offense. One mistake could change everything here. So Sniper is just constantly just going back and forth, back and forth. So my initiation attempt, if your team Scrumptious, Bat Rider is your option. Lasso pull. She has a Blink Dagger. That's good news. A Blink Dagger and Flafia could make dividends. Let's see now. Flafia caught in the middle of nowhere in land. Oh dear, she's caught in an island. But no, the follow-up wasn't enough as a global silence tries to create that sort of space needed as Flafia keeps herself alive. Manages to live on. Now the game is paused for a moment. But so far that was just a pure poor execution in there. Oh my goodness, the timing was wasted. Yikes, that could have been the sort of difference maker if they timed it so well. Look at that, the lasso is gone. That could be the jump start. I mean, Flafia's distance, she's all by herself here while the rest of the crew are in the mid lane trying to knock on this area. They could obliterate Flafia anytime, but no, it wasn't really a great attempt. Oh dear. So we're still waiting for any occurrence. Of course, a lag is imminent. Now tier 3 towers, not yet. Well, we're slowly getting obliterated, especially the mid one. Now 16k net worth advantage in favor of team Venko Fitore. Let's do a quick item check for both teams. Let's see. Okay, Troll Warlord, Shadowblade, gonna go for BKB, still setting up the BKB. Okay, you have the Demon Edge, you have the Javelin, Desolator, Dragonlance. Lich disconnected. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. Now for Sven, BKB, Mask of Madness, Demon Edge, 2 Javelins for Lychee. Yeah, Hurricane Pike. Stroll gets disconnected as well. Oh dear, this isn't really looking really good. This is an absolute nightmare. Well, of course, I'm hoping that these pauses won't lead to, like, you know, the game being reset. Or the game moving in another date. Hopefully not. So we're still waiting for the pause to die down. Oh, Troll Warlord is back online in the game. Lich, you're next on the list. Okay, so let's look at some sort of tactical analysis. So, okay, the lasso pull earlier. We need to go to the washroom. Okay, so yeah. So lasso pull was, you know, again to Flafia. It could have changed the game. Could have provided sort of momentum, but it just didn't happen. Now, if you're a team Venko Fitore, as you can see here, you make sure you wash your hands. So if you're Venko Fitore, what can you do here? I mean, yes, your goal is to pick up the sniper, and you do have that options with a Flafia. As Lich reconnects to the game, but of course we're still waiting for everyone to relax down. I mean, they have to, of course, Team Venko Fitore have to answer the call of nature first before they go back in the middle of action. Now, I like what Venko Fitore are doing. They're pressuring, they're trying to separate the lanes. I mean, the bottom lane, I mean, yeah, Flafia is like the primary concern. So everyone's targeting on Flafia in the top lane, so that makes that gives Kathy space to go in the bottom lane and charge in further forward, which is, I think, is going to happen. Is the other members, you know, Jakiro is a potential pusher. The God Strength already activated, but no, the blink out from Sven was like, oh yeah, you can't chase me. Now whirling axis, now Kathy gets pressed on here. Flafia has just been slaughtered there by the Lion. So of course, while they were killing Flafia, Kathy was just pushing in the bottom lane. Now 2 are down for Team Venko Fitore.
Is under attack.
Of course, I think while that was happening, of course the tier 3 tower was going down, so that space created there. I mean, sure, Flafia goes down, but so far the tactics are doing well there for Team Venko Fitore. Just, you know, roaming around. Let's just go play some possession-based assault where, okay, we go to the top, we go to the bottom. Chain Frost only hits 1 target, doesn't even hit multiple targets. We could have seen a brawl in there as the shrine gets assaulted. Now the shrine goes down. So of course, if you're team Scrumptious, without the shrine, you don't have that sort of map intel needed. And you also don't have that sort of sustainability, especially if you're trying to claw your way in the middle lane, in the bottom lane as well. So 1 shrine down, this shrine is next on the list. If that goes down, that's goodbye to the vision of Team Scrumptious. I mean, they do have a ward here. It's not going to be enough, though. Kathy, what's she going to form in here? So we're still going to have a pause for the game. Waiting for connections to be fixed. And once it's all fixed, we can go back to the action. So Ricky having some connection issues as well. So let's go back in the middle of action. So Venko Fitore, they're just slowly knocking themselves on the drawbridge. Like what I said, pressure the top, give space for the bottom. Pressure the bottom, give space in the mid. So they're just, you know, trying to roam around, doing that sort of roam around strategy, that patient roam around strategy, so that they could easily claw their way and go for mega creeps if Team Scrumptious are not prepared for that. Anyway, let's see. So now we go back in the middle of action. So Ricky already, well, trying to reconnect this Ricky. Hopefully it's not a major concern. Well, this tier 3 tower in the mid lane is about to get obliterated to shreds in here. So, okay, let's look at the overall match. As Ricky gets reconnected to the game, so there could be an unpause, that could happen. I mean, of course, I was frantic. I was just, you know, concerned. Why wasn't Ricky moving here in this area? I mean, she was stuck in there forever. She wasn't even riding a swing. So I'm just waiting for the unpause. Confirmation for Ricky, that's what we need. Okay, Ricky is back in the middle of action. Word's ready for set. Now Lychee, okay, I thought they're going to go for another Roshan assault, because that could be the sort of momentum that they need to go for this roam around push strategy. Okay, there's the God Strength. Roshan, oh, look at that damage outburst on Roshan. Now Flafia comes in there. And of course Scrumptious, knowing that they don't have that sort of momentum, 14k net worth advantage in favor of their Dire. They're saying like, okay, let's just back off a bit, and we don't have that sort of necessary items. I mean, even if we try to initiate, there's a global silence to counter things up, and of course they're forced to concede. Flafia gets the Aegis of the Immortal, and among all the heroes, it's the tankiest of them all that gets the Aegis of the Immortal. Okay, sorry about that. It's just there's something stuck in my throat. Anyway, let's go back. Now Kathy, I mean, she does have the damage items needed. Now they're gonna go for this shrine here in the top lane, and if it's gonna go down, it's gonna be bad news for Team Scrumptious. Look at that, it's just too much damage. They're not even going to contest it, Scrumptious. They're just going to try to slowly farm their way. I mean, so far Nomi hasn't really gotten all the necessary items yet. She's just trying to buy the recipe, but so far it's not gonna be enough. Now, of course, if Nomi's constantly getting struggled here, getting pressed on, I mean, you're gonna get obliterated in 5-on-5 assaults, especially because you're just overly going to rely on the sniper. And I think that's what's going to happen for Scrumptious. They're overly going to rely on the sniper. I mean, she does have a lot of items, as the Monkey King bar is unleashed already. So far, they're over-dependent on the sniper. I mean, the Bat Rider hasn't really made an impact in this game. Like, I've seen all the lasso pulls, but so far, the lassos aren't really making a difference. I mean, the lasso and Flafia. I mean, Flafia among all the heroes, it's very tanky. I mean, it could have been a good pick off. As right now there's a smoke attempt as Flafia gets caught in the middle of nowhere. Flafia gets hexed in there. Flafia, can you run away? Finally, we've seen a lasso, but no. Look who comes to the rescue. It's Jakiro, and the Chain Frost doesn't even hit any target. Now the global silence is set. The counter initiation. Lainey, can you run away? Lainey, can you TP out? She does TP out. The stun is late, but now Nomi next on the list. She might sign her own death sentence in here. Nomi, can you run away? Of course, she does manage to keep herself alive, but that's two down. The Bat Rider and the Lion both dead. Now, if your team Venko Fitore, you could constantly knock on the door. Of course, you have a sniper to deal with, but 5-on-3, you could win that all day, every day, especially if you have the Sven with these items, and of course, the Timbersaw with these items, and the Jakiro providing that sort of cover support. Now look at Flafia. He's like, oh yeah, come on, get me. Come on, get me. Someone else get me. Oh, sniper? The armor doesn't even matter. I got the blade mail anyway. It's just Kathy to say, yeah, I'm just going to destroy your building here. As it goes down, gets obliterated. Sniper nearly caught in there by the ice path. No, she doesn't get caught from the ice path. Now, the barracks is down. Flafia doesn't seem to care anymore. Look, even if the sort of damage needed because she has the Aegis of the Immortal, she does manage to keep herself alive. Now, Lainey getting pressed on here. Now, a brawl is set, and oh dear, Ricky gets killed in there by the finger. The finger is enough to kill Ricky down. Now, there's a lasso pull, but Bat Rider dies for the second time in a row. Kathy activates a BKB. God Strength activated. Kathy gets slaughtered in there. Lychee's unstoppable. Oh dear, and the back lines. As of course, Lion gets killed, and it was Lychee who gets a kill on the Lion in there. Of course, they lost Kathy, but no, they got the objectives: the tier 3 tower and the racks. Now they're gonna go for a second racks in here. Yeah, look at Lychee. He's like, I'm a sniper, but of course, a sniper uses shurikens. And the Troll Warlord's effigy has been destroyed. Add more insult to that. So far, it was a very good push in there for Team Venko Fitore. They did capitalize on their Aegis of the Immortal so efficiently. Flafia does live, though, which is good news for them. As long as Flafia lives, you know, they could sustain themselves. Although they've lost Kathy, but I mean, it's understandable, especially with the sniper, with that sort of damage outburst items. This Nomi has the BKBs. Of course, with the BKB, she could say, oh yeah, now I can fight on and live and tell my own tale. So right now, Troll Warlords get next items, Daedalus and a Crystallis. Of course, you're going to go for additional damage and some critical assaults. Could pay dividends, especially against the Sven. Sven be showing some signs of vulnerability against the sniper. The range and the damage from the sniper could instantly obliterate the Sven. Remember, like what I said earlier, Sven doesn't have that sort of mobility advantage. So, I mean, the Sven has to rely on Jakiro to keep herself alive. So as long as sniper could capitalize on that, and of course Troll Warlord could potentially do that now that she's trying to go for the item, so ready for an ultimate orb. Oh, she's gonna go for a silver edge. As Zernia gets caught in the middle of nowhere, Zernia gets slaughtered in there. It was getting into the swing, though, Ricky, who gets a kill on the poor Lich. Kathy might have a surprise present for Nomi. Okay, she does TP out of danger. Now mid-racks. Okay, so far, they're not going to go for a mid-racks. I was thinking, or I was hoping they're going to assault the mid-lane racks. So far, no brawls have been set yet. Of course, no Aegis of the Immortal. I think they're going to wait for Roshan. It's going to be 2 minutes for Roshan to respawn. Of course, 2 minutes to defend. 2 minutes to farm around if your team Scrumptious. far, no aggression as yet. Although Ricky, oh no, wait, Ricky cannot be very aggressive because sentry ward. Now, Scrumptious looking very confused so far which area to defend. It's quite understandable with the amount of pressure. Lychee with that sort of range with the Hurricane Pike, the sort of physical damage he's possessed. But no, the Wrath of Atos finds someone, but doesn't get it. But here comes the Initiation Assault. But no, the Ice Path slows things down as Lychee gets slaughtered in there. But Kathy jumps in forward in the middle of danger, activates a God Strength, tries to run away, gets slaughtered together with Lychee. So that's 2 carries down. Now next on the list, Flavia, the toughest of them all, pulls away from danger. Micropyre set to create that sort of space needed. Now let's see what happens. Noor might go down. No, she doesn't go down. But Flavia doesn't seem to care. Look at that. She gets a kill on Zernia. Look who's next on the list. Let's see. Noor. Can she live? She does activate the Hex. Blinks out of danger zone. Oh dear. Flavia saying, okay, I got the tankiness. Yes, you have the tankiness. And you have that sort of advantage, especially with the Bloodstone. And you could just, you know, dodge away. The Shiva's Guard slowing down anyone from the opposition, from anyone from Flavia's line of sight. And Flavia's like, I don't seem to care. I'm just gonna push in further forward. But of course it wasn't a good assault there because they couldn't get the racks. The racks is the objective. And they're not, and of course they weren't even pressuring the bottom lane. They could have pressured the bottom lane with these creeps, but so far the defensive stalwart stance from Team Scrumptious has paid dividends. I mean, they've killed 2 important heroes. Silencer, with that sort of damage from long range. The Sven, damage from close range. And of course the Sniper being that sort of counter assault from the Sven. Indeed, he's doing her job, the Sniper. Flavia, just pressuring further forward. Like there is an intel. She has to be cautious from the lasso. A single lasso could be very, very difficult for Flavia. She gets constantly pressured there. Shiva's Guard trying to slow things down. Okay, wait, I'm lagging. No. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm trying to reconnect. Hello. Reconnect. Oh my goodness gracious. Is the rain? Please rain. Oh dear, no, I'm disconnected for crying out loud. Oh dear, wait. Just check my connection first. This is my area of concern. It's the connection, and so far, no, I'm not connected. Please reconnect, please. Finally, I'm back in the middle of the action. Oh yes. Please don't keep my hopes up high and then put it down with this loading screen. Whirling around. I'm waiting. Tick tock. Okay, yes, we're finally back in action. 16k, let's see so far. Oh, another destruction on this Ven, but they did manage to get their ranged racks and the tier 3 tower in the top lane. So, slight momentum booster, but this kill on this Ven brought in by the Sniper. It was the Sniper who killed this Ven. Anyway, let's go back in the middle of action. It's indeed Sniper doing her job, providing that sort of counter measures to this Ven. It's slowly paying dividends. Now you're going to go for a Mjolnir. That's going to give additional attack speed for the Sniper. Now for the 3rd time, Team Venko Fitore. They're going to destroy this Roshan. They need this Roshan because they want to secure mega creeps. Because right now, Nomi trying to farm her way. She has the Crystallis already. Gonna go for a Skull Basher. Maybe the Daedalus. I was expecting she'd go for a Daedalus, but no. Goes for the Crystallis. Now she might go for Abyssal Blade, which she needs. Now Roshan goes down. Who's gonna take it? Kathy takes it. Of course, she does need that, especially against this Sniper. This Sniper, I mean, if this Sniper dies, that's already an opening for Team Venko Fitore. So far, the early game pressure has indeed paid dividends for Venko Fitore, but of course they have to finish the game. Now they're going to go for the typical split push strategy. They've already destroyed the bottom area of the map. Maybe they should try to roam and try to push this area to distract the opposition if you're Venko Fitore. Now the racks are about to go down. Let's see what happens. So far, okay, it's just a simple high and a low, a classic dungeon siege battle for both teams. Of course, the trenches are indeed breach. Oh, look at this. So far, not gonna happen yet. No brawls yet. Now Fluffy, oh, look at this. Fluffy is just too tough to handle. No initiations yet. Bat Rider, no pull yet, but no. Top lane was just getting constantly pressured. It was a pressure game. Now Fluffy gets turned into a frog. But no, the Bat Rider gets pulled in the middle of nowhere. Tries to blink in, but no, it doesn't work. And if the Chain Frost misses because Ricky activates the ultimate. Now Flafia charging in further forward, but Nomi with the damage items. Oh, finally we've seen Nomi make an effect. And now Sniper gets a kill in there. Sniper is the primary target. She goes down. Now she goes for the buyback. And of course, Nor gets a kill in Lychee, but Nomi goes down. Another buyback might be potentially seen. Let's see, does she have a buyback? No, she doesn't have a buyback. So it's up to the Sniper to defend. Sniper, can she defend this? Remember, Timbersaw could slow her down in here as Sniper gets further pressed on here. But while that's happening, Kathy was like, I'm going to destroy the racks. But the stun is there. Nor's going to get silenced in there. No, Nor's just going to go back. I mean, not silenced, but of course, low mana pool already for the Lion. She couldn't even do a lot of damage as now Mega Creeps have already been unleashed. So of course, space created there by the Timbersaw. The death of the Sniper was enough. And Nomi's death, I thought Nomi was going to obliterate someone, but no, Nomi was like, okay, she was like an easy prey as the Micropyre just slowly burn her to shreds together with Flafia's abilities. As Flafia tries to protect herself, there's the lasso pull on Kathy, but of course the Aegis of the Immortal there to keep her alive. Kathy activates a BKB, tries to keep herself safe. And Kathy run away? Just able to run away, keep herself safe. Now the tier 4 tower goes down. Kathy activates a God Strength, pushing further forward. There's a Rod of Arrows on Laney, but it's not going to make anything. The tier 4 tower, GG, well played. Surrenders have been called as Terabyte has unleashed. She just waved the white flag already. Things are looking really bad, especially as Fluffy just ventures further forward. Game 1 action. Venko Fitore Aphrodite defeats their opposition team. Okay, Team Scrumptious. Now, of course, don't yet disconnect. Don't leave. There's still some game 2 action about to come. Yeah, we haven't actually adjust the settings yet. The bitrate is already low. Yeah, let's just adjust the bitrate first. Okay, and